Hello class 10th. Today we are going to start with exercise 4.3. But before starting with exercise 4.3, we are going to understand few methods of finding the roots. In previous exercises, we used to find the roots with the help of factorization method, or you can say by splitting the middle term. Here we are going to study about another method, that is completing the square, with which we are going to find the roots. So let us take a look at the method. So see now, in this method completing the square, there are three simple steps that you have to follow to take out the root of the equation. Now see, this is a equation, this is a general equation. Like this you will be given in the exercise, like this you will be getting the question in the exercise. Okay, so this is a normal quadratic equation, and let's see what is the first step. So the first step says that whatever is the coefficient of x square, okay, it always has to be 1. Over here we can say that a is the coefficient of x square. Let a be any number, it can be 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Okay, so if there is any particular number over here, we are going to divide the whole equation by that number so as to make the coefficient of x square 1. So how will we make the coefficient? See, I have taken an example over here, a quadratic equation 3x square minus 5x plus 2 equals to 0. Now the first step is make a equals to 1. A is what? It is the coefficient of x square. Over here the coefficient of x square is 3. So what we are going to do? We are going to divide the whole equation by 3 on both the sides. Okay. So what are we going to do? We are going to take all the terms and we are going to divide it by 3. By doing this step, you will get the coefficient of 3 as 1. Okay, so x square minus 5x plus upon 3 plus 2 upon 3, and this will be 0. So this is your first step, very important step, that you have to make the coefficient of x 1. Now let's move on to step number 2. Now our step number 2 is a very important step and you have to do this very carefully. So it says adding and subtracting half of coefficient of x, it's half of coefficient of x whole square. So see in this equation, that is the general quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c. So over here what we are going to do is this b, we are going to take it and we are going to take the half of this coefficient. See, x's coefficient is b. So whatever we are going to take half as, we are going to divide it by 2. Now this b by 2 whole square, we are going to add it in this equation as well as subtract it in this equation. Why do we have to add and subtract? To balance the equation. Okay, so let's see over here, adding and subtracting half of coefficient of x square. Now see children, over here our x term is this. So what will be b? See, over here it is bx. Okay, over here it is bx. So similarly, what will be b over here? Our b is 5 upon 3. So let us take b equals to 5 upon 3. Now what we have to do? We have to take half of coefficient of x. That is, what will be the half of b over here? So 5 upon 3, we are going to divided by 2. We have to divide the whole fraction by 2 to get its half. Okay, so 5 by 3 we will divide it by 2. So now you see this 2 can be written as 2 upon 1. So when we solve fractions on division, this becomes 5 upon 3 into, now over here 2 upon 1, it changes, the numerator goes into the denominator and the denominator comes into the numerator. Okay, so this will be 5 upon 3 into 1 by 2. So rather than doing all this, we can take the middle term, whatever the middle term is b, and we can just multiply it by 1 by 2 to get its half. So it will be 5 upon 6. Now we have to take the 5 upon 6 and take its square and add and subtract it to the given equation. So So what do we get here? We get the half of coefficient of x whole square. Now we have to take this particular number, we have to add and subtract it in the equation. Our original equation was x square minus 5 upon 3x plus 2 upon 3. Now adding this coefficient, we get a new equation, that is x square minus 5 upon 3x. Now we have to add and subtract. So we are adding 5 upon 6 whole square minus 5 upon 6 whole square plus 2 upon 3. See children, over here we are going to do, I'm going to tell you one more thing, that rather than doing adding and subtracting, what also you can do is, you can take this minus 5 upon 6 whole square and transpose it to the RHS. Okay. So what we can do is, once our equation is formed, what we can do is, we can take this negative term and this constant which was already present, and we can shift it to our RHS. Okay, so by doing this, we can solve the constant term separately, and we will get our quadratic equation over here. Let us do step number 3, that is completing the square. Before that, so we are going to transpose the both the terms to the RHS, both these constants to the RHS. So x square minus 5 upon 3x plus 5 upon 6 whole square equals to, now when we transpose this term, this will become positive and this will become negative, minus 2 upon 3. So over here you can see a quadratic equation is forming. So with this we are going to do our solve our final equation. Now with these three terms we have to complete the square. Now how will we make it? See, if you can see over here, this equation can be turned into a square, okay, a square minus 2ab plus of b square. So this will be written, this can be written as a minus b whole square. Now to change this equation into 2 into ab form, we have to now determine in this that what is a and what is b. See, in this equation we can see that a square, okay, so what will be a? A is equals to x. Now what is b? B we have, that is 5 upon 6. Now we have to get this equation 2 into a into b. So this will be a square, we have already written, and you already have b square, that is 5 upon 6 whole square. So these two terms will come down as it is. Now when we have to get the middle term, this will come with a lot of practice, okay. With a lot of practice only you will get to understand how we turn this term into 2 into a into b. So we need the digit 2. So we are going to multiply 2, okay. Now a, 2 multiplied into a. So what is a over here? A is x. So we multiply x, and we have to multiply what? B. So what is b over here? 5 into 6. 5 upon 6, sorry. So you see, if you cancel this, this will be 2 1s are 2, this will be 2 3s are 3, okay, 2 3s are 6. So when we solve this, you get the original term back. It is 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. What are you left with? 5 upon 3 into x, which is the original term, 5 upon 3 into x. So you see, no harm is being done to the original equation that we have got. We are just trying to balance it to make a quadratic, proper square quadratic equation. And what are we left on with the right hand side? We are left with 5 upon 6 whole square minus 2 upon 3. So now this has become a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this can be written as a minus b whole square. So over here a is x minus 5 upon 6 whole square. Okay, so let us solve this part also. 5 square we get 25, 6 square is 36 minus 2 upon 3. Further on, solving the equation to find out the roots, this will remain as it is. On solving this, we have to take out the LCM. So the LCM of 36 and 3 is 36 only. This will remain unchanged. We will take down 25. Now 3 multiplied by what will give you 36? By 12. 3 12s is 36. Over here we've got the denominator 36. So whatever is multiplied in the denominator, you multiply it in the numerator. So this is 24. So here is the LCM. Now moving on. This will be 25 minus 24 will give you 1 upon 36. Now see, over here this term is a square. If you transpose a square from LHS to RHS, listen again, if you transpose a square from LHS to RHS, this square becomes the square root over here. So x minus 5 upon 6 is equals to square root of 1 upon 36. So x minus 5 upon 6. What is the square root of 1? 1 only. What is the square root of 36? 6. So we are left with this. But also when you remove the square root, you have to do plus and minus. Whenever you remove the square root, you get plus and minus sign both. Why is that so? See, 6 into 6. Both are positive. You get 36. Also, minus 6 into minus 6. You also get 36. So the square root of 36 can be both plus 6 as well as minus 6. So whenever you take out a square root, you always have to mention plus and minus sign both. Now transposing this constant term to RHS, we will get x will be equal to, see this is a minus 5 upon 6 negative term. On transposing it to RHS, this will be 5 upon 6 plus minus 1 upon 6. So we have to mention over here, whatever steps you are doing, you have to mention over here. Transposing (5 by 6). Now, what are we left with? X equals to 5 upon 6. First we are going to solve the plus 1. And in the next we are going to solve the minus 1 to take out both the roots. So this will be x equals to, this will be common denominator 6 plus 5 plus 1. X equals to 6 upon 6, which is equals to 1. So our one root is x equals to 1. Over here x is equals to 6 will be common. This will be 5 minus 1. So x equals to 4 upon 6. This can be further simplified with 2 2's are 4, 2 3's are 6. So our second root is 2 upon 3. X equals to 2 upon 3. So this is how you solve the quadratic equation. See, I would like to tell you one more thing. Instead of in step 2, when I told you that you have to add and subtract this coefficient of x whole square, you can also do one thing, that is you can add the coefficient, that is half of coefficient of x square on both the sides. See, I'll tell you why. Over here when we added and subtracted both these terms terms which were constants has to be shifted to the RHS eventually. So rather than doing this over here, what can I do is I can take the constant. See, over here 2 upon 3 was on LHS, okay, before half of coefficient of x square, this term was over here. So what I will do is I will directly transpose the first the constant of the original equation to RHS. Then when I have to do the step number 2, I will directly add the half of coefficient of x square on both the sides. Okay, so this step is also correct, and this is much more easier than the previous step, which was the original step. We are going to do what? We are going to add the half of coefficient of x squares on both the sides. See, this equation is equal to this equation what we got. Okay, so it is one and the same thing. Okay, so also when see the term which is 5 upon 6 whole square, when you will shift it to LHS, you will get the minus term over here. Okay, so you will get minus 5 upon 6 whole square. So plus 5 upon 6 whole square minus 5 upon 6 whole square, it will balance the original equation. Okay, so you don't have to worry that adding both sides will change the equation. It will not change the equation. It is going to balance it out on its own. Now let us move on to the exercises, and please follow the steps and keep remember the steps because these are very important in solving the equation.
Hello children, today we are going to start with exercise 4.3. Let us begin with question number 1. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations if they exist by the method of completing the square. Let us see how do we have to do this method and apply on the questions. First of all, we are going to divide the equation by 2. Why? Because we have to leave the coefficient of x square as 1. So therefore, we have to remove this 2, and to do this, we will write dividing the equation by 2 on both the sides. Let us divide this. This will be x square minus 7 upon 2 x plus 3 upon 2 is equals to 0. Our next step will be that we have to take the constant to the RHS. So over here we will write x square. Your second step will be x square minus 7 upon 2x equals to plus 3 upon 2 when shifted to RHS will become minus 3 upon 2. You will write transposing constant, that is 3 by 2 to RHS. Now what we are going to do, we are going to take half of coefficient of x and we are going to take its whole square. So over here we will write adding half of coefficient of x, its whole square on both sides of the equation, on both sides. So for that we have to take out half of coefficient of x. What will be the half of coefficient of x whole square? This will be half of coefficient of x is what? It is 7 upon 2. So half of 7 upon 2 whole square. So half of 7 upon 2 whole square means half into 7 upon 2 whole square, which will give you 7 by 4 whole square. Now this 7 by 4 whole square we have to add on in the equation. Now children, you can see over here I have added half of coefficient of x whole square on both the sides. Okay. Now if you see children, this we can turn it into the formula of a minus b whole square, isn't it? But for that we have to rectify our middle term, that is 7 by 2, the coefficient of x. So this 7 by 2 I can write it as x square minus 2 multiplied by 7 by 4 x plus 7 upon 4 whole square. Now you see we are getting a quadratic formula over here. A square minus b square. What is the formula of a minus b whole square? It is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So over here minus 2, a is what? A is x we've got, and b is what? 7 upon 4 whole square. So over here if you see children, if I multiply over 2 over here, this 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4 will eventually give you what? 7 upon 2, the original equation. But to turn it into a proper quadratic formula so that we can write it in the form of a minus b whole square, I have done this particular change in this equation. So over here it is giving us x square minus 2ab plus b whole square, which is equals to 7 upon 4 whole square minus 3 upon 2. Now this we can write it as x minus 7 upon 4 whole square is equals to 7 upon 4 whole square minus 3 upon 2. Now we are going to solve this part. This will remain as x minus 7 upon 4 whole square is equals to 7 7s is 49, 4 4s is 16 minus 3 upon 2. Let us solve this part. X minus 7 by 4 whole square. Now we have to take the LCM. LCM of 16 and 2 will be 16 only. This will be 49 minus 2 8s are 16, 8 3s are 24. So this will be x minus 7 by 4 whole square, which is equals to 49 minus 24 will give you 25 upon 16. Now what are we going to do? We are going to take the square and we are going to transpose it to RHS. So this will be x minus 7 upon 4 equals to, now when the square will go to RHS, it will be square root of 25 upon 16. So this will be x minus 7 upon 4. Now when we are going to remove the square root, it will become plus minus 5 upon 4. Now we are going to transpose 7 upon 4 to RHS. This will be x equals to 7 upon 4 minus 7 upon 4 will become plus 7 upon 4 plus minus 5 upon 4. From here we will be able to take out two roots of the equation. So the two roots of the equation will be either x equals to 7 upon 4 plus 5 upon 4, or it will be x equals to 7 upon 4 minus 5 upon 4. Over here you get x equals to 4 will be common, 7 plus 5, 12. You will get 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, x equals to 3. And this will be x equals to 7 minus 5 upon 4. X equals to 7 minus 5 will give you 2 upon 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. X equals to 1 by 2. So here are the two roots of your equation. Let us move on to the second question. It says 2x square plus x minus 4 equals to 0. Again over here we are going to leave the coefficient of x square as 1. So we are going to divide the equation by, whole equation by 2. So you will get x square plus x upon 2 minus 4 upon 2 is equals to 0. So this will be x square plus x upon 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, minus 2 equals to 0. Now what do we do? Earlier in question number 1 we shifted the constant to the RHS. Similar thing we are going to do it over here. X square plus x upon 2 minus 2 when shifted to RHS will become plus 2. So over here you will write shifting the constant to RHS. Next, what are we going to do over here? Our next step was that we had to add the coefficient of half of x whole square on both the sides. So over here we will write adding half of coefficient of x whole square on both the sides. Over here half of coefficient of x will be, this will be half of coefficient of x is how much, children? It is 1 by 2. So this will be 1 by 2 whole square. You will get half of means multiplication 1 by 2 whole square is equals to 1 upon 4 whole square. Let us add this 1 upon 4 whole square on both the sides of the equation. Now adding half 1 by 4 whole square on both the sides, you will get x square plus x by 2 plus 1 by 4 whole square equals to 1 by 4 whole square plus 2. Now we have to get this in the form of a plus b whole square. Okay, we have a square, we have b square. How do we get this? Simply we are going to write this as x square plus, now what is the formula of a plus b whole square? X square plus 2ab plus b square. B square we have, x square we have to turn it into 2ab. 2ab. So over here we are going to write x square plus 2 into 1 by 4 of x plus 1 by 4 whole square. So we get a square plus 2ab, 2a is x, b is 1 by 4 plus b whole square. So over here children, if I divide this 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, if I simplify this 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, I'll get back again 1 by 2 x. That means x upon 2, the original coefficient of x. So that is the reason we change this middle term so that we can get it in the form of a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b whole square, b square equals to, this will be 1 plus 4 4s are 16 plus 2. Now over here, let us write this as x plus 1 by 4 whole square equals to, LCM will be 16, this will be 1 as it is, 16 twos are, you will get 32. Now our next step will be x plus 1 by 4 whole square equals to 33 upon 16. Let us remove the square over here. So this will be x plus 1 by 4 equals to square root of 33 upon 16. Over here root of 16 is 4, but we do not have a perfect root of 33, as 33 is not a perfect square. So this will be x plus 1 by 4 equals to, this will be plus minus root 33 upon 4. So we get this type of equation. Now let us shift 1 by 4 to RHS. This will be x is equals to plus minus root 33 upon 4 minus 1 by 4. So from here we get two roots of the equation. It will be either x equals to plus root 33 upon 4 minus 1 by 4, or it will be x is equals to minus root 33 upon 4 minus 1 by 4. Denominators are same, so this will be root 33 minus 1 by 4, and this will be x equals to minus root 33 minus 1 by 4. So these are the two roots of your equation. Our next question is 4x squared plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equals to 0. Now we are going to divide the equation by 4. So let us divide this equation. You will get x squared plus 4 and 4 will be cancelled. We will be left with root 3x plus 3 upon 4 is equals to 0. Our next step will be to transpose the constant to the RHS. So this will be x squared plus root 3x equals to minus 3 upon 4. In brackets please specify, shifting the constant to RHS. What is our next step? That we have to take the coefficient of x, take half of it and turn it into a whole square. So over here we are going to write, taking half of coefficient of x whole square and adding it on both sides. So we get half of coefficient of x will be how much? This will be half of coefficient of x is root 3 whole square, which will give you half multiplied by root 3 whole square, which is equals to root 3 by 2 whole square. Let us revise this. Let us revise this step again, taking half of coefficient of x whole square and adding it on both the sides. So what is the coefficient of x over here? It is root 3. So coefficient of x is root 3, this will be half of root 3, which will give you root 3 upon 2 whole square. Now this root 3 upon 2 whole square we are going to add in this equation. So it will be x square plus root 3x plus root 3 by 2 whole square equals to root 3 by 2 whole square minus 3 upon 4. Now we have to turn this equation as in the formula of a square plus b square. So what are we going to do? We have to change the middle term so that it comes in the form of 2ab. 2a we already have, b we have it as root 3. So what are we going to do? We are going to now let us convert this in the form of a square plus b square, a plus b whole square formula. We have x square, we have b square. 2ab. 2ab will be how much, children? 2. We already have it here. A is x, that is already there. AB. B is what? Root 3 by 2. So you see, children, and now this is x square plus 2ab plus b whole square. Now over here, children, x square and b square is already there. This root 3x, what was needed? It was needed as 2ab. 2 I have written here. A is x, we already have over here. B is root 3 by 2. So over here, instead of root 3, I have written root 3 by 2. Now children, if you see, 2 and 2 will be cancelled, and eventually you will get the original term, that is root 3x. So now this is in the form of a plus b whole square. Let us write the RHS first of all. Root 3 upon 2 whole square minus 3 upon 4. So this we can write it as x plus root 3 by 2 whole square. Now let us solve the RHS part. Root 3 into root 3 will give you 3. 2 2s are 4 minus 3 upon 4. So what do we get over here? We get x plus root 3 by 2 whole square equals to 0. Because 3 upon 4 minus 3 upon 4 is 0. Now we have x plus root 3 by 2 whole square equals to 0. We can write this as x plus root 3 upon 2 into x plus root 3 upon 2 equals to 0, isn't it? X. Now we have x plus root 3 by 2 whole square equals to 0. We can write this equation as x plus root 3 upon 2 into x plus root 3 by 2 equals to 0. See children, if I tell you to find out 2 whole square, so this will be how much? This 2 you can write it as 2 into 2, isn't it? Eventually 2 square is 4, 2 2s is 4, you will get the same answer. So similarly I have done this step over here. Now over here you will get 2 equations. So it will be x plus root 3 by 2 equals to 0, or x plus root 3 by 2 is equals to 0. Here you will get x equals to minus root 3 upon 2, and over here you will get x equals to minus root 3 by 2. So these are the 2 roots of your equation. Let us move on to question number 4. 2x square plus x plus 4 equals to 0. What do we do? Firstly, we will divide the whole equation by 2. We will get x square plus x by 2 plus 4 by 2 is equals to 0. 4 by 2 will give you 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. You will get the equation as x square plus x by 2 plus 2 is equals to 0. Our next step is what? Our next step is that we transpose the constant term to RHS. So over here we will write x square plus x by 2 equals to minus 2. In brackets we are going to mention transposing constant to RHS. Our next step. Now we are going to add the half of coefficient of x whole square on both the sides. Let us do this. First of all, you will write adding half of coefficient of x whole square on both the sides. adding half of coefficient of x whole square on both the sides. Let us do this. Half of coefficient of x is 1 by 2. So let us take half of coefficient of x whole square. This will be half of coefficient of x is 1 by 2 whole square. We will get 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2 whole square. You will get 1 by 4 whole square. Now this 1 by 4 whole square, we are going to add it to the equation. So we will get x square plus x by 2 plus 1 by 4 whole square is equals to, we have over here on the RHS minus 2, so this will be 1 by 4 whole square minus 2. So now we are going to turn this into the form of a plus b whole square. We have a square, we have b square. What are we left with? 2ab. So let us solve this. This is 1 by 4 whole square. Now over here we have to write. Now over here we have added the coefficient of x, its whole square on both the sides. Coefficient of x is 1 by 2. Half of 1 by 2 will be 1 by 2. Of 1 by 2 it will give you 1 by 4. So over here I have added 1 by 4 whole square, and over here also I have added 1 by 4 whole square. Now over here we have to determine this term in the form of a plus b whole square. Now let us make this in the form of a plus b whole square. The formula of a plus b whole square goes as a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now we have a square, we have b square. Let us convert this in the form of 2ab. So x by 2 is what? It is actually 1 by 2 multiplied by x. Now we have to make it as 2ab. So here I multiply 2. I have a over here as x and b is what? 1 by 4. So how do I make 1 by 2 as 1 by 4? Simply I will multiply it by 1 by 2 to make it 1 by 4 into x. So this will turn out to be 2 into 1 by 4 into x, 2ab. Now children, if you want to simplify this, you will see 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. It will give you x upon 2, that means 1 by 2. Same as the coefficient, the original coefficient of the term of x. So with this, with the help of this, we get this in the form of 2ab. So now let us arrange this. This will be x squared plus 2 into 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4 whole square is equals to 1 by 4 whole square minus 2. Okay. Now let us write this in the form of a plus b whole square. What will we get? We will get x plus 1 by 4 whole square, which will be equal to, let us open up the brackets, let us solve this. This will be 1 upon 16 minus 2. This will be 16, LCM will be 16, this will be 1, 2 16s are 32. Let us write the LHS also with this, x plus 1 by 4 whole square. So after solving this, what we will get? X plus 1 by 4 whole square, we will get it as minus 31 upon 16. We will get it as minus 31 upon 16. Let us transpose the whole square to the RHS. This will be x plus 1 by 4 equals to root minus 31 upon 16. Now children, as we know, x plus 1 by 4 equals to root minus 31 upon 16. We know that the square of numbers cannot be negative. Therefore there is no real root for the given equation. For example, I can tell you to find out the square root of 4. You will say, ma'am, the square root of 4 is 2, isn't it? Because 2 twos is what? 4. But if I tell you children, what is the square root of minus 4? What is the square root of minus 4? This is the square root of minus 4 is not minus 2 whole square. Why? Because minus 2 into minus 2 will give you plus 4. Minus 2 into minus 2 will give you what? Plus 4, and which is not equal to minus 4. Therefore negative numbers over here, therefore negative numbers there do not have the
square of, we do not have square of the negative numbers, therefore this quadratic equation will not have any real root. So your answer will be there is no real root for the given equation. This completes our question 1 of the exercise.